Hi guys and welcome back to channel. Greetings from beautiful Vilnius, which is glorious as ever. Recently a lot of you have been asking me, Kai, what is the best hardware wallet that I recommend? And of course there are a lot of great options out there, but what I've been going with is Ledger. The two big industry leaders are Trezor and Ledger. Now I haven't used Trezor myself, so I can't really comment on it, but I have heard mixed reactions. I'm sure they're great, but I heard a little bit of negative feedback in the way you interact with your Meta wallet or when you actually transact. It makes it not that easy. One great thing about Trezor is that they're open source, so basically the code is all visible for everyone to see. Whereas Ledger, which is the second big player in the industry, there's a proprietary software behind it that can of course leave a possible backdoor for the company to potentially take your crypto, but they have a very solid track record. They haven't really been hacked in the past and really one of the most trusted players in wallets out there. So when we look at Ledger, there are only really three options. There's the Nano S, which is probably the most used wallet in the world because it is the cheapest and the easiest to use. Then there is the Nano X, which is their flagship model, and most recently they came out with Nano S Plus. So what are the differences? The Nano S is the cheapest and the smallest of all of them. Smallest in terms of storage, because technically you can only hold up to 3 wallets in there, meaning 3 sort of Bitcoin accounts, right? Because the storage is so small, you can't add more wallets to it. So if all you do is buying Bitcoin or Ethereum, then you're good to go and it's a good option for you. It also only connects by USB, so you can't use it with Bluetooth and connect to your phone. So if you're just a beginner investing in the 2 Bitcoins or maybe a possible third one, then this is a good option at the lowest price point out there. Then there's the flagship model, the Nano X, which can hold up to 100 currencies. And that's really more for a pro because it costs significantly more than double now than the Nano S. And the great thing here, it has Bluetooth. So if you're somebody on the go who would like to connect a Ledger with their phone, because currently that's the only Ledger you can use to connect to your phone. All others are connected via USB. So then that's a great option for you. Personally, I just think the price point is very high. So unless you really have a lot of coins and a big portfolio you want to secure on your Ledger. And lastly, there's the Nano S Plus, which recently came out as the newest of all of them. And personally, the one I like the most. It has almost the same storage as the Nano X, a little bit less, but it will also allow you to store up to 100 coins. So that's more than plenty. Personally, I don't have 100 coins and I don't know anyone who has. So what wallet do I recommend? I think all of them are great. The Nano S is probably the only one I wouldn't recommend because with 3 coins, you're really limited. In the future, you may want to add additional coins and then you're going to be very limited and have to upgrade eventually. And the price difference to the Nano S Plus is very little. So I would really recommend you go with the Nano S Plus. I personally don't need the Bluetooth because I don't see the point of carrying my Ledger with me because you want to kind of keep it in a secure place, right? To make sure it's somewhere hidden and not in your pocket at all times. So I don't need that Bluetooth. I have it in a secret place. I only connect it to my laptop whenever I need it. And otherwise, I just keep it in my safe. If you're interested in buying any of those ledgers, then please use my link in the description below. There's not going to be any extra cost to you and I'm going to get a little kickback out of it. So I really appreciate that. And also when you buy any hardware wallets, please make sure to only buy it from the official websites because there's so many scammers out there. Even on Amazon, there are cases where people buy hardware wallets that have been hacked. So basically when you take it out and you register it and you set it up, the hackers already installed some kind of virus. So they will be able to trace and basically withdraw all your crypto. So really make sure you only order from official vendors, the official website, ledger.com. And also when it arrives, make sure it hasn't been tampered with. There have even been cases where the transport has been compromised. They modified the hardware wallet and then kept on shipping it. And then you receive once again a faulty device. So make sure when you unpack it, it really is preserved. And the most important thing is your seed phrase. These are the 12 or most likely 24 words that you need to write down in the right order. So the Ledger or any hardware wallet basically comes with a sheet where you have to write them down that the hardware wallet itself, the Ledger in this case or the Trezor gives you. So you have to write them down chronologically. And this is the most important thing you need to look after. The hardware wallet itself you can lose. It's not good, but you can lose it and you can restore. But the words you can't lose. This you need to keep in a secret place. If somebody has those words, they can drain all your crypto holdings basically. So there's a whole nother world how you're gonna keep them safe. There's now even metal plates where you can write down your words in case there's a fire in your home or a flood. The paper would basically go away and you lose your words and therefore the access to your crypto. So there's also multi-sig. So that means even if somebody has your words for whatever reason, you need a second party to confirm the transaction. So it makes it a bit more difficult if you transact a lot. But on the other hand, of course, it just gives you that much more safety and security. Of course, that's the amazing part of cryptocurrency, right? I mean, basically, if you manage to memorize those 24 words in your head, which I don't recommend, I think you should always have a backup because also there's been cases where people had an accident or a seizure or something and lost their memory, and then again all your crypto is gone. But let's say you have it backed up in a safe place and you have it stored in your head. You can basically travel wherever you want in the world, cross any border, go any place with empty pockets. Try to take your physical gold across the border or cash. You're gonna be stopped at every security around the world. With your crypto, it lives on the blockchain. It's actually not on the ledger or in the hardware wallet. A lot of people think it's stored on there. It's not stored on there. It's stored on the blockchain. So that's basically the blockchain. That's the essential part of cryptocurrency. So that is a continuous ledger, and all you need is a private key to access your crypto holdings on the blockchain. And you access that with your 24-word seed phrase. And that's just so amazing, because we had situations in the past when people's gold was seized, or you tried to bring more than $10,000 in cash across the border. You're gonna be stopped. You're gonna have to explain yourself. They're gonna charge you taxes on that, etc. With Bitcoin, you can basically move anywhere. Even you use a ledger, which is not ideal, but it can happen. There are online wallets or wallets you can download on your phone, and with your 24-word seed phrase, you can restore it and then just make sure to buy a new hardware wallet, reset your seed phrase, and you're good to go. So personally, once again, I really recommend you the Nano Ledger S Plus. I still have the majority of my money on the exchange, which is Nexo, and I really trust them. They have great security. They actually keep a lot of their coins in the cold storage, meaning on hardware wallets, basically off the internet, which is great, and they have extremely high security. But it's a personal preference, and having the hardware wallet, I can immediately withdraw it from the exchange and put it into my offline storage, so to say. I just love the ease of use of having on the exchange, and of course getting paid daily staking rewards on my crypto holdings. And if you want to learn more about Nexo, then check out the video over here. As always, guys, I thank you so much for watching. Please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Stay healthy, get wealthy, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.